be better infrastructure for me. I love biking, but I'm not hardcore. I don't feel quite safe enough. But if there were places where it says, this is where you bike, we have designated this space for you, people are going to come out in droves. We're seeing it all over the United States. St. Paul needs to get on board.
I definitely feel safest on the bikeways and greenways. I usually only ride with the family right now, and I think we are pretty aware. We tend to have some side streets where we know they're quieter and there's less traffic.
Streets that are not designed for bicycle traffic, there's plenty. There's some places in town that you just can't get to without traveling half mile or a quarter mile on some street that is just clearly has just enough room for cars.
There are a lot of great places to ride, and then there are streets that make it really difficult to access those places. So I know for us, we feel pretty comfortable getting to the river, but it can be difficult with the trailer to take Fairview, and that limits the places that we go, and certainly at different times of the day. I would feel very uncomfortable with some of the routes that we take riding during prime commuting times. So I think that that's a barrier when I think about maybe riding with the kids to daycare or riding to work.
Having the appropriate bike lanes and bike paths and things like that, perception of safety and reality of safety is, I think, number one for a lot of folks. Sharing some of my health issues lets people know that I'm a real bicyclist. I'm not some 100-mile an evening sort of person. That's just not me. But this is part of my life, is to bike everywhere I go.
Anything that would make the city feel safer for people to use bikes would be a positive impact for residents. Get around the city and take advantage of what could be a beautiful space. I imagine a bike lane, pedestrian lane, just a way that everyone can move around and feel safe, not worry about cars constantly, but be able to move about the city and get to retail spaces, get to restaurants, get to shops, to really take advantage of what the city can offer.
I have an 18-year-old stepson who lived with us for some time, and for me, being able to see just the independence that he had, being able to get around the city, not necessarily having to get his driver's license right away, but being able to get to Minneapolis, take a bike, jump on the light rail, emphasize the importance of making sure we have more of that by the time our younger kids are old enough to navigate the city. I think it's fantastic for them to be able to have that independence, but I also know that teenagers are fearless, and I want to have a safe place where they can have that independence, but with the infrastructure to support that.